Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Lux Marshalls going up against Dalton Sentinels.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Marshalls and the Orlando Sentinels. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Dalton throwing on second down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Shift together here from the D-line. And he's got room. Nice move at the 40. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Play clock winding down. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green 38.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. And this one caught by Max Williams. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The tight end changing his position. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield here, Dalton. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Orlando in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, that's Meyer. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this will be caught at the 30. And touchdown! Brashad Perriman, 82 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Four yards remaining now on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching that body.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we will send you crosstown to our studios right here in Orlando, it's Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Time running out here on the play clock. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins free. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 47 yards. So now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Suckup for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Dalton, 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead is up to 14. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Welcome back live to Orlando, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. And now the offense operates in the red zone. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tight end in motion right. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now back out comes the offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. 3-19. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there on third down. 58 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Dalton wants to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So now Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. All right, here's Dalton. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run. And they give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.